LeBron James has never been one to hold his tongue. And once again, the NBA's all-time leading scorer is stepping up to defend the integrity of the game he loves. This time, his criticism is aimed squarely at the media's lackluster coverage of the 2025 NBA Finals, a high-octane matchup between the upstart Oklahoma City Thunder and the resilient Indiana Pacers. While the finals have delivered thrilling on-court action, edge-of-your-seat finishes, and breakout performances from rising stars like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Tyrese Haliburton, LeBron believes the basketball world isn't talking about the game nearly enough. Instead, the discourse has been overshadowed by noise, hot takes, ratings debates, and the tired trope of small-market fatigue. In a recent episode of his Mind the Game podcast, co-hosted with fellow basketball savant Steve Nash, James went on a passionate monologue. His message? It's time to elevate the conversation. Just because it's not Lakers Celtics or Knicks Warriors doesn't mean it's not great basketball, James said. If you actually watch the games, you'll see two incredibly coached teams, elite young talent, and a level of execution that deserves more respect than it's getting. The depth of today's NBA, a league full of giants. Even in small markets, James, who has always championed basketball IQ and team play, made it clear that the 2025 Finals should be seen as a celebration of the NBA's growing parity. Gone are the days when only the coastal superpowers dictated the flow of the league. Today's NBA is as deep as it's ever been, and James believes that's something worth highlighting. This final shows how deep the league really is, James emphasized. People are always talking about the face of the league or the next dynasty, but we need to recognize that great basketball can come from anywhere. Indiana, Oklahoma, you name it. The media, he argues, has fallen into a pattern of prioritizing drama over substance, focusing on off-court narratives, player controversies, and trade gossip, rather than the beautifully complex chess match happening on the hardwood. A call for X's and O's, over clickbait. That's precisely why LeBron and Nash launched Mind the Game, a platform dedicated to breaking down strategy, execution, and high-level hoops. In recent episodes, the two have dived deep into the nuances of offensive spacing, defensive rotations, and why the Pacers' pace and space offense is giving the Thunder fits. People are quick to react with takes before even watching the full game, James said. There's so much brilliance in these finals. How OKC switches everything on defense. How Indiana creates chaos with their ball movement. But instead we're stuck talking about TV ratings and market size. It's a sentiment that has echoed across basketball circles lately. Many former players, coaches, and analysts have expressed concern that the soul of the sport, the strategy, the grind, the subtle adjustments that win games, is being drowned out by the 24/7 content cycle. James isn't asking for blind praise. He's asking for balance. He wants the coverage to reflect the actual quality of play and to celebrate the young stars who are carrying the torch forward, bubble hoops, and the purity of the game. James also brought the conversation full circle by reflecting on his own recent championship journey, specifically the 2020 title run inside the NBA's COVID-19 bubble in Orlando. Though it was one of the most emotionally and physically taxing periods of his career, James said those games were the purest form of basketball he's ever played. No distractions, no travel, no media noise, just the game, he recalled. It reminded me of why I fell in love with basketball in the first place. It's that same purity he sees glimpses of in these 2025 finals. The focus, the team-first mentality, the hunger from both squads. It's the kind of basketball he wants fans to embrace, and the kind of story he wishes the media would tell more often. The bigger picture. Make no mistake, LeBron isn't just playing media critic for the sake of clicks. He's defending the culture of the NBA. At age 40, he's seen the game evolve through eras, from the ISO-heavy 2000s to the positionless modern game. And he understands better than most how perception shapes legacy. So when a finals matchup like Thunder Pacers is overlooked or underappreciated, it hits a nerve. because to LeBron, this is the future of basketball. And it's already here. It's not about the logos. It's about the level of play, he said. These young dudes are hooping, man, and that should be enough. With the series tied and momentum swinging wildly between both teams, one thing is certain. The 2025 NBA Finals are delivering. Now it's up to the basketball community, fans, media, and influencers alike, to give it the spotlight it deserves.